Hello you guys, welcome back once again to my channel to another very exciting reading. I hope so. This time all for you Capricorns out there. But before that, I must wish all of you a very happy 2021, and I am so sure that it's going to be an empowered one which brings so much of healing, so much of joy, so much of new, fresh, fertile ground on which stronger foundations, stronger structures, more light, more love, more deeper clarity, understanding, and wisdom is all set to flow for all of us, and especially for those of us who are actively seeking it. So make sure you're one of those who are actively seeking it. So let's get started to this beautiful reading at the very start of this happy 2021 years. I hope truly that all those of you who've gone through hard, challenging times in the year gone by do find reason to receive, to upgrade your faith, to upgrade your wisdom, and to know that you are truly supported by Spirit in more ways than one in this new year. So this reading, as always, is going to be a general one. It's meant for the period of 6 to 8 months from now, or as Spirit seems it right in your case. So let's get started. I have already shuffled my first deck that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using this deck after a very long time. It's one of my favorites, and it's a truly powerful deck which calls a spade. I personally love it, so I have dug it out from the back of my tarot closet, and I'm all set to use it. I have already shuffled it, as I said, made the intentions of the questions I wish for it to guide me to, the answers I wish for it to guide me to. So let's just get started. All you Capricorns out there, whether you are Capricorn by sun sign, or whether a Capricorn is your moon sign, or whether you have a Capricorn ascendant, all you hardworking Capricorns, people ruled by Saturn, which is a hard taskmaster, let's first receive an answer to what were some of the biggest challenges or transformations or events or happenings or lessons that came up for many of you who guided to this reading in the year just gone past 2020. So thank you, Spirit, for guiding me to 2 cards about which are some of the biggest soul lessons, challenges, events, transformations that the Capricorns, a lot of Capricorns, went through in this past year, 2020. Okay, and let me choose this one. All right, so I want another 2 cards now for some of the important transformational lessons, soul lessons, events, happenings, which Spirit thinks are coming up for the Capricorns in this new year within the next 6 to 8 months. Thank you for guiding me to 2 cards which hold the highest answer for this, for the events and happenings upcoming for the Capricorns in this year, in the next 6 to 8 months. All right, and I think it should be this one. Okay, so I think there's a lot of learning happening for the Capricorns this year. And let me also tell you before I upturn the cards that Capricorns are people not scared of learnings. They are a set of people used to hard work. In fact, from a very early age, they are not the ones to be scared of hard work. They are people usually very hard on themselves, sometimes overtly so, learning their lessons, self-discipline, being governed by a lot of rules and regulations, which they think are fit, for the highest growth, is usually a part of their life, of course, in different ways, depending on individual personalities, individual conditionings, individual environments, and societies and structures of which they are part of. But usually these people are pretty disciplined and expect a lot from themselves. So let's see what are some of the interesting. Okay, so the 3 of Swords. This is a pretty heavy card to receive in, and which tells me that many of you might have gone through some really hard lessons, ache, so to say, soul ache in the year gone by, heartache, so to say, some tough news, some, jolts to your happiness in terms of relationships, or in terms of matters of the heart, or in terms of just life, throwing too many lemons your ways. It's been, this is a lot about wounds to the heart, you know. This is about feeling pain and anguish and being disturbed emotionally, being caught in, you know, wounded emotions. I also feel that there could have been traumas from the past which could have come up. In any case, there have been challenges to your heart chakra. There have been challenges for you emotionally, heavy challenges emotionally. You have felt pain, you have felt grief, you have been tested. There has been a lot of you know, kind of upheaval, you know, letdowns, maybe breakaways of relationships, maybe instability in relationships, or challenging and testing of stability, or challenge in all those things which bring you a sense of joy and happiness of heart. So in that aspect of your life, there've been challenges in the year gone by, and it's been pretty emotionally you know, challenging. There have been emotional turmoils for you in the year gone by for a lot of you. The other card I have received, this reverse. So this is about, it seems to me that a lot of you, now Capricorns are not usually known to be spendthrifts. They're usually careful ones. As I just said, they are careful, ruled by Saturn. When you rule by Saturn, you are not the kind of person to take frivolous risks in your life usually. Now, of course, individual natal charts and other individual influences in your life might make a lot of differences. But if we just look at the typical, you know, rule of the thumb for Capricorns, they are not huge heavy risk takers. They are very ambitious people, very practical. They sure have a lot of, you know, drive inside them, wanting to, you know, go far in life, but they're not huge, you know, frivolous risk takers or, you know, daydreamers. And they like to keep a control on things. They also like to keep a control on their purse strings, and it seems to me that this year gone by, they have had to do that, or they've been guided to do that more than usual. They've had to keep a control on their purse strings, you know, be more cautious than maybe other times, maybe gone to the extreme of being overcautious with their money, with their resources, with their investments, to the point of being even miserly, you know, kind of wanting to cling to the resources, hold them close to their heart, and not being too generous with them, not being too, you know, not spending them too much. And they might have gone overboard doing this, and they might have been scared also. They might have been scared to lose their resources, and to the point where, you know, Three of Swords might also have affected them, I feel, in some way. The emotional challenges or the sense of emotional insecurity due to something in their life, emotional sense of loss or something, it could also have driven them into a state of deeper caution for their well-being, overall sense of well-being, overall whole sense of well-being. They have been cautious, and they have been kind of scared, and they felt kind of vulnerable. So that is what I see, you know, has happened. That's what I feel. Yes, it's made them more cautious than before. Let me see what other things they have. Investments, yes, they wanted to keep their, you know, things, wanted to feel safe about the investments, not wanting to use too many of the investments, and try to live frugally as possible, even if it could have been demanding. Now let's see what is coming for them in the new year, and let's hope it's something, you know, which feels more healing and more joyous. But in whatever case, lessons are meant to be learned in either case. So what is upcoming for them? Some of the things, of course, this is not a full reading. This is just two of the things which might have happened a lot in a lot of scenarios for a lot of Capricorns, and the other two also general, and there can be many more things in different scenarios. But let me just see these two cards. What's upcoming for you guys? Okay, this is interesting. Okay, all right, let me see, because I usually don't. Okay, turn cards. All right, so a lot of reversals for you guys this time. So I feel there's going to be more security coming up in terms of home after a period of feeling relatively insecure and unstable, and, you know, on relatively unsolid ground, feeling more cautious and exposed and vulnerable. What I feel is that it's going to be a period of greater solidity, but it's going to be, you know, coming slowly. So it's not something which is I don't know what all has happened with you guys in different circumstances to make you feel the way you have felt in the past year, but whatever it is, it's not going to, usually in all cases magically turn and become good. It's going to be more stable. Things are going to get better. You're going to feel more comforted, more stable, more secure slowly, but it's going to take a bit of time sorting it out. It's going to take a bit of time, setting things straight, whatever is happening for you, for the challenges to come to an end and things to start falling into place. But it is definitely going to be better than what happened. Things are going to be falling into place. Just give it time. It's going to be happen. And the sense of insecurity and vulnerability that you felt, it might take a little bit of time, but it is falling back into place. The sense of home, the sense of security, that is going to come back slowly. And it would also have to do with, sometimes it's not really about physical circumstances. Things might already have fallen back into place, or they might fall into place soon, but it's more about the way you have gone through those things emotionally. So emotionally, even after physically things have gone back to being they were, or they've improved, or they've become stable and good, emotionally you might take some more time to start feeling, because that because of that fear, that emotional insecurity, emotionally you may take some more time to come back to a stable point. So that could also be there. And the other thing is, again, this is again to do with solidity and security. The other card that you have got, this has a lot to do with, again, a sense of happy family solidity, family security, financial security, family which is doing well, a sense of wholeness, a sense of balance, a sense of joy in a happy family which is well provided for, where there is a sense of larger connection, supportiveness, and this is also to do with inheritances. So this is also come reverse. So what I feel is that, again, things might be, becoming better, but there might be some challenges of some kind in this, because of what's happened in 2020. There might be some challenges to the previous sense of family security, the way things were, that the whole sense of physical and material security, that security, sense of wellness, well provided for, and feeling secure, feeling comfortable. There might be some challenges to the situation in because of what happened in 2020. So things will take some time to come back to normal, and you may feel in some way the effects to this sense of how do I put it, the sense of family, that togetherness, that solidity, that stability, that family bonded together. There might have been some places where this might have taken a toll. So you might need to wait it out, or things will work out slowly in some cases. It also might have affected your, I feel, inheritance in some ways. If you've meant to give an inheritance to someone, or inheritance is due to you, so in terms of money, so they might have there might be challenges in those aspects, or there might be stagnation, or there might be losses, some kind of losses in those aspects. But this is just to give you guidance so that you're already aware, and you can already take care of things, not to worry too much. And I also feel with this card at the back, there's going to be a lot of learning. A lot of traditional learning is going to be there for you guys. Again, Capricorns are great at traditional learning, so there's a lot of higher lessons for you. Some of you might be maybe doing higher learning, higher courses to make yourself feel more stable professionally, or maybe you felt vulnerable at this point of time and you want to feel more secure and more prepared if something like this happens again. So you might be be guided to take some higher learning to feel more enabled, empowered with your resources and your capability to maybe earn more, or those kinds of things. So higher learning something, and this is not always financially, also spiritual higher learning with what you've gone through. You might also want to get into higher lessons, spiritual lessons, connecting with the spirit, because you have seen how nature can work. You can see how everything in life is so precariously balanced. Everything can change in a second, and you are being guided by more towards the spirit, because you want a higher sense of solidity which is not dependent on external circumstances. So even that, reaching out to a guru or a higher teacher more and more, or higher spiritual lessons, that kind of thing is also possible. Okay, so let's look some more at another set of cards now, and see what are some of the advices which spirit wishes you. Now we've seen what happened past year and what could happen this year, some of the energies, not all of course, there's lots more that could happen. Let's see what are some of the spirit guidances coming your way. What is it that spirit wishes you to embrace or to do, which will help you, which will support your good in every way, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, psychically, in this year for the next 6 to 8 months. What is it that spirit wishes you to embrace or do, and what is it that spirit does not wish you to embrace or wishes you to keep away from, completely be cautious of? So let's ask answers from spirit. Thank you, spirit, for now guiding me to receive answers for the highest good of the Capricorns out there. What is it that they need to know? What is the kind of energy or actions that spirit thinks they should embrace for the highest good and deepest well-being in this new year, in the coming 6 to 8 months? And what are some of the energies or actions that they should completely stay away from, some of the things they should not do? Thank you for guiding. 2 cards each. What are some of the things that the Capricorns out there should embrace, some of the energies, ways of being, actions or attitude that they should absolutely embrace, which will support them and do them good in this year? And what are some of the ways of being or energy that they should stay aware of, which will not bring them, do them good? All right, let's get going. For all the Capricorns out there who are guided to this reading, and for the highest good and deepest well-being for all those for whom this reading is meant. Okay. So what are some of the things that spirit wishes Capricorns to know? What are some of the energies or attitudes or behaviors that they should totally embrace or imbibe in this time of the new year, which will do them good for the highest good and the deepest well-being? Okay, this one, and this one. Okay, and thank you, spirit, now for guiding me to 2 cards for some of the things, some of the energies or ways of beings which are not working for Capricorns right now for the next 6 to 8 months, and which they should not be embracing or indulging in. Thank you. All right, here, and okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, all right, so there seems to be a lot of heavy stuff. I'm sorry, Capricorns, because this is not guidance from me. As you can see, it's from spirit. I'm just the messenger, just the channel for this to flow through. So you have a lot of heartache to deal with. You also got the 3 of Swords from the previous deck, and now you have the 2 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. They're all kind of challenging cards. There's been heartache for you. There's been a lot of things coming up which have been emotionally challenging for you, and what this means is, let me explain now. Coming to this, I think there's been what spirit is guiding you to embrace is, I feel there are lessons for some of you. I feel some of you have been sitting over some things. You have had decisions to make. You have decisions to make between 2 options, 2 ways of life, 2 important choices. You know, there is some kind of duality, some kind of conflict between something, and I feel some of you, disciplined as you are, you might finding it discomforting to take those decisions. You might be sitting over them. They might be nagging pains at the back of your head. You might be avoiding them, escaping them, distracting yourself for them, because they are so difficult and challenging in some way, and you know, they require you to come out of comfort zone. So this is hard for you, I know, but you have to, even if I understand it's difficult to make those choices, to come to this point of conflict. There's some kind of conflict, there's some kind of darker emotions which are coming up, some heavy emotional issues or some heavy decisions which need to be taken. And there is no other way for you but to go within, to shut out the noise, to take time alone, give it time, connect with spirit, go inwards the heart space and take those decisions. Because once you take those, trust me, I asked these messages for you so that they are for the highest good. I asked right now that what is it that will make you feel supported and will be for your good. So trust me, once you are over and done with this, you will allow more lightness to come in, much more lightness, much more joy. Even though you're running away, you might be running away from this right now. So please do it. And the other card also, in what it guides you to do is, I feel that if some of you, again this is a heavy kind of, you guys have gone through some, emotional, you've been emotionally tested a lot, I feel, in the past year, and these seem to be some of the remnants of that flowing into this year. What you're guided to is to, not let all the drama, all the negativity that might have happened with you the past year, or might have happened with your loved ones or near ones, and which might have affected you in the past year, not to let it get to you, not to let it get with you. If you've been around challenging people, challenging situation, negativity, drama, toxicity, do not allow it to get to you. You are bigger than that. You are better than that. You are connected to spirit. Allow spirit to work to you. If you've been around that drama, detach. Do not participate, do not engage, do not answer back in the same coin, because that will pull you down. It will pull you away from the harmony and the peace that is meant to flow to you. No matter how hard it's been, you might have felt let down, even betrayed maybe by some people, some situations I feel might have exposed the truth of a lot of people, some people whom you might have trusted, but it's all for the good. Your eyes have been opened. Stay away from that. Do not indulge in those toxic connections, relations, situations, attitudes, or circumstances which might have cost you. Stay away. You've learned your lesson. Now grow with the light, seek the light. So that is your guidance. Allow the light to come. This cannot have any power over you unless you allow it to. It's over and done with. And if you have been a participant in any way in any of these dramas because of which you have been brought down or let down, it's again an eye-opener not to indulge in these again. Indulge in only seek the company of high vibrational company, company which does not indulge in drama, company which works through higher ideals, higher values, which is trustable, which is honest, which is fair, which is just, and learn to make those kind of discriminations, not through people's outer behavior, but through their energy, So this is the guidance for you. This will do you good. All this emotional turmoil has been for a reason. It's opening up your heart in more ways than one. This is not for closing your heart because all this has happened. It's for opening your heart more in bigger and better ways, allowing the hurt to heal, allowing your eyes to open, allowing wisdom to flow to you in bigger ways through these lessons. Let's see what are some of the things you are being guided to stay wary of and cautious of in this year, in the next 6 to 8 months. Okay, so this is very interesting. This has been a very interesting reading because I'm almost getting opposite cards. Like some of the cards which I would have, if given a choice, like to be here are here instead. So it's like I would have liked these cards to be here in, what you should do. So anyway, it's all guidance. It's all for your highest good. There are no bad cards in the tarot, unlike what, those movies or Hollywood pictures would like you to believe. Trust me. And that's a joke in the tarot community, how badly Hollywood and Bollywood and all the other movies and, they portray tarot cards to be cliches. So anyway, coming back to this, Capricorns, you are hard, tough people. You are tough and you are strong, so you can deal with a lot. Okay. So the 6 of Cups is for you, things you should avoid or be wary of at this point of time, especially right now in the next 6 to 8 months is, I feel, too much living into the memories. I feel a lot of you people might be connected a lot to your families, to old memories, to old ways of being, to old relationships, this is a time right now is not the right time to indulge in those things, because keeping it, those things will keep you stuck in the past. Some of you have lessons to learn to move away from the past, and too much romanticizing, too much nostalgia, too much staying in the past, maybe as a way to escape the current difficulties or emotional turmoil or decision making you need to be in. That's not going to work. You need to detach from the past for now. Don't romanticize the past. Right now is not the time. The time will come, but right now you need to move. You need to, some of you might need to let go of past relationships, whether romantic or other, interpersonal relationship or acquaintances or friendships in the past. Something you need to let go of, thinking of those. Something is keeping you stuck in the past, and you really need to learn. And it could have been to do with this. Maybe these are the kind of, maybe something to do with these cards: betrayal, loss of trust, and now it's you're thinking too much of how things were in better days. This is not going to help you heal. Let go, cut cords, let go of all that for the time being. Stay in the present. And also, okay, this is interesting. Let me see. Again, you have a lot of healing to do, guys. You need to move away. See the card here also. You need to move away. This is about moving away to healed grounds, a healing journey. You need to move away from something in the past. Maybe it could also be a new place. You could also be moving to a new place, relocating to a new place. Or it could be a move inside you. Move from the past to the present. Move mentally and emotionally from things which have held you back in the past. A new, fresh healing. So this is what you need to be aware of right now. You should also be, I feel, cautious of, you should have the higher ground. I feel I'm really attracted to this bird. In whatever decision you take, I feel, especially for your career or profession, in terms of your ambition, be careful right now. Do not take shortcuts for victory or success or for promotion, or just because you feel this is going to make a difference, just because you might be feeling, down and out. Do not make those quick decisions. Take your time. Right now, go slow about success and take it steady, and do not take any shortcuts. And also be wary if you're being promised something, an opportunity or something. Make sure to weigh it properly. If you're being promised an opportunity of success or promotion or a recognition, make sure to weigh the pros and cons and to know what it really means for you. View things from the higher perspective, the eagle's perspective, from the higher perspective. Do not go in for a shortcut. Do not go in without thinking. So right now, that is for you, guys. So okay, I will be pulling out some more cards for you. This was a lot of tarot reading for you guys, Capricorns. Let me now come to some oracle cards, and hopefully they'll have some lighter messages for you to shed further light on these tarot messages that have come through. So hopefully they'll help you some more. Let's see. Let me have messages from the ancestral deck. Now I also want to mention that usually Capricorn, especially while they are growing up, they tend to be they tend to be little conformists. Even as children, they tend to look up to their mummies and papas and want to listen to them. They're usually not very rebellious children. I'm talking about typical Capricorns, when you do not have those kinds of in your natal chart, when you don't have anything which contradicts this. You tend to be very conformist, wanting to please your parents, wanting to be really good children, doing, as I said, punctual, hardworking, doing the right things, and balanced and disciplined. And sometimes it happens as you grow up, you start opening up. So it's a reversal. With most people, it's the rebellious phase and not listening phase happens first, and as they grow up, they start valuing conformity in more things, becoming more mellower. With Capricorn, sometimes it's seen as the other way around. So that happens sometimes. And since you guys are very, very home-drawn, very home-centered, family-centered, earth-bound people, practical, family-oriented, this is a great deck for you, because this is for ancestral and spirit wisdom. So let's find out, what do your ancestral loving highest guides and spirit guides and angelic guides wish you to know at this point of time for your highest good and deepest well-being, especially in relation to some of the guidances, some of the cards that just came out for you. Okay. Okay, thank you. Divine, ancestral, angelic, and spirit guides of the Capricorns who have been guided to this reading for sending out some highest loving messages of support and clarity and wisdom for them. Let's see what they are. I'll be picking up one or two messages again for the Capricorns out there. Thank you, Divine Spirit, for sending some highest messages for the Capricorns guided to this reading. Okay, let me see. Okay. All right, so thank you for guiding me to messages for the Capricorns out there. Okay, and all right. Autumn, release the old and rest. This makes so much sense. So much sense. Guys, you've gone through a lot in the year gone by. And you also just got cards to let go of the past, to come out of that, not think of the past, let go of the letdowns and the energy of the drama and the toxicity that you might have felt. You know, whether you were receiving it or whether in some way you were involved in it, whatever. So this is a reaffirmation. You will be going through a transformation, a healing, a complete transformation and change, sometimes even kind of a rebirth kind of transformation. And you guys are guided to release the old and rest. Take it easy at this time. See, even for career and everything, in every kind of guidance you're receiving, it's more about healing, letting go of things, not doing things fast, not wanting to reach anywhere fast. It's been time of healing and releasing. I feel the past year for you, releasing a lot that didn't work for your highest good, letting go, learning hard lessons, you know, and the healing is still happening. So take things easy. Things will fall into place. Stability will come back. Things will work out, but don't expect things to happen just overnight, and don't take any quick shortcut, impulsive decisions. It's take rest, be in a mellow space, do things which bring you peace, meditate, practice spiritual thing, ground yourself, watch enlightening good things on TV, maybe, you know, some nice series which uplift you, some happy stuff, some good humor stuff. Stay away from the news. That's not going to pull you up. That's going to majorly pull you down. Stay away from the news, especially fear creating news. These are this frame of mind is, you know, the worst time for you to be watching news. So stay away, watch uplifting stuff, tune in, receive news from spirit. Okay, do happy things. If you have children, read stories to them, play with them, do fun stuff, do whatever things, hobbies bring you joy. Rest, don't take too much heavy, don't take important decisions except for those you really have to, and release. Take rest, take care of your body, drink lots of water, eat natural things, don't heavily medicate if it's avoidable, you know, all those things. Allow the spirit to transform slowly, you know, release energy slowly, allow things to be released from your body. Enjoy in the nature, walk on the grass, soak in the sun, watch the stars, do that stuff. Oh, wonderful guardian angel. I'm so glad this card came out for you. It says you are not alone. This is the message from your guardian angel, guys. All of you who are watching, all the Capricorns out there, whether it's you who are watching or you're watching it for your loved one, your guardian angels are there, right there with you. And if you find feathers, any of you, or if you have been finding feathers on your path, in your home, in your garden, in your patio, or somewhere around you, on your car, somewhere or other, know that it's usually a guidance to let you know that your guardian angels, your angels are around. That's their way of letting you know you are not alone, no matter how hard it might feel. Your guardian angel tells you that they are there with you. If you feel down, just send up a prayer in meditation, or just sit in prayer and ask your guardian angels to surround you with that loving energy. Take out time and discipline. You guys are really disciplined, so use that discipline to connect more and more and strengthen your connection with the guardian angel, so that you feel, you know, when they are with you more and more. You start knowing the symbols, even physically, that they are there right now in your space. You will feel it even physically, the transformation in your energy and everything. So you are absolutely not alone in anything that's happening. It's happening for a reason. You are so held, so loved and so protected. Let me pick out just one more card, because I feel guided to This one. All right, Shield Maiden. It says make plans and focus. So again, I feel this is about just taking care of yourself. Shield Maiden, make plans. Whatever you do, don't be hasty. Don't be impulsive. Whatever you do it in a focused way. You're good at focus. Do it in a planned, focused way. Give it time and shield yourself from anything negative around yourself. So shield yourself. Do things which bring you a sense of joy and security, and for your body, for your mind. Do not allow your energies to be around those or in the situations or in environments where you feel exposed or vulnerable or negative, exposed to negativity. Shield your energies, shield yourself. Practice self-protection and self-preservation in all the ways possible right now for your highest good. Okay, so those were your cards, guys, and now I will be pulling out, there's still time, and I'll be pulling out some more cards of comfort for you guys. I really wish you to receive so many healing, supportive messages in this reading. I really wish you to feel way better at the end of this reading that you might have been maybe at the beginning of it. So let's ask Spirit for some more guidance. This is a beautiful healing deck. It guides you what do you need to do right now to heal. So let me just send out a prayer. Okay, thank you, Spirit, now for guiding me to some healing messages for all the Capricorns out there who are viewing this and for whom this reading is meant. Some healing messages of what Spirit wishes the Capricorns out there to do or know right now in this year 2021 for up to the next 6 to 8 months. For the highest good and deepest well-being, which will support them, which will help them grow and heal in more ways than one. What is it the Capricorns out there watching this need to know from Spirit right now for the period of 6 to 8 months in 2021? The highest good and their deepest well-being. Okay, you got one there. Wonderful. I was just talking about this, and I will pick out one more. I love the card which just fell out, so just give me a moment. All right, there you go. So coming to this first one, what was I just talking about? Cosmic connection. And notice the number 11 is very, very special. It's a master number. It's a number belonging to your ascended masters. 11 and 22, they are special numbers. And also in numerology, these numbers are not reduced to a single number. We never add the 1 and 1 and make it 2 when you get an 11 in numerology. That's a master number. It's a beautiful number. I love it when I get 1111, when I'm guided to 1111 on the clock, on the watch, and it happens so many times that now it's almost become a routine being guided, to look at the watch or look around me and it's 1111, and that's kind of a connection with your ascended masters, and it's a special number. You can always research more on this. Anyway, coming to the message, cosmic connection. If you had any doubt, what was I just talking about? This is the time of connecting, of receiving news, not from the TV, but from Spirit. So connect to the Spirit, receive news, receive guidance. See, do you see this opening up? Connect to the Spirit in guidance. This is a time for higher spiritual development, for opening up your third eye, your crown chakra more, receiving higher, more powerful, more direct guidance. What did I say? What did I just say even before this card came out? That you might, this is a time when you can develop your connection with your guardian angels so much, and your other guides, that you can feel when you sit down in prayer and when you cleanse yourself and ask them to come, you can feel literally the shift in your energy, physically, mentally, emotionally, vibrationally. This is the time for powerfully connecting with Spirit, because a lot of what's going in your life and a lot of what's the guidance that's meant to come to you, love, light, guidance, transformation, is coming from Spirit. It cannot flow to you against your free will. It cannot flow to you unless you're seeking it directly, because Spirit doesn't work against our free will. We all have a soul, but we need to connect to that soul guidance. That effort, that work, we have to do. It will not just fall in our lap. So please do that. It's a beautiful card to receive, which is so reassuring that all you have to do is discipline and connect to this. Ask for it or pray for it. It's always there, even if you just pray. And the other card is Choices, wonderful. What it does just tell you, the card which you just got, the Two of Swords. What did I just say? You have choices to make. There are some choices, some decisions, something which you need to absolutely take care of, which you might be avoiding, or which you might be finding discomforting, which you might be feeling unsure of. You don't know what to do. You don't know what's right. So choices, those choices have to be taken care of. And what is the best way? In case you've been avoiding that till now because you're unsure, you don't know what to do, you're helpless, you're in anxiety. How to make those choices? This way. Right, by connecting with spirit, by receiving higher guidance, going inwards, meditating, and then receiving the strength, the answer, the clarity, and the complete knowing on what is the right choice for you, from a space of love, from a space of what feels empowering and not disempowering for you. This is what you owe to yourself. Okay, and the people, your immediate family, people who depend on you, right? So what is for your and their highest good? So these are the choices which you must make, and these choices have to be higher choices. Again, I told you in another card, look at the larger perspective, from an eagle's perspective. Don't take decisions from a small time, quick perspective, with just, what matters right now. Think from a longer perspective, long-term perspective. So this is, I think, beautiful cards for you guys out there. And finally, to end this reading, I have this beautiful Ganesha deck out here, and I will use this Ganesha. As we all know, for those of you who don't know, Hindu god of new beginnings, removing of all obstacles, bringing wisdom, bringing prosperity, and removing all hurdles. And let me begin this reading, because I think it's also right, because this is a new beginning after a last heavy year. 2021 is a new beginning in more ways than once as compared to past years, and you guys, Capricorns, you deserve a reading, a card from Ganesha. So let me begin chanting to Ganesha. Om Gam Ganpate Namaha, Om Gam Ganpate Namaha, Om Gam Ganpate Namaha. Thank you, Ganesha, now for guiding a beautiful message of your guidance and support for all the Capricorns out there who are guided to this reading. What is it that they wish to know? What is it that you wish for them to know in this period, 2021, for the next 6 to 8 months from now? Thank you, Ganesha, for delivering a message for the Capricorns out there watching this. A message of guidance, support, which will help them to remove obstacles and deal with challenges all right, 2 cards. Wonderful. I'll use them. Okay, again, you have got a similar message. I love these cards. The Ganesha cards are beautiful. They're beautifully illustrated. I love them. See? What does it say? Relaxation. Again, the same thing. This is not the time to hurry things. This is time to go inwards and make the decisions which have been hanging, the choices, and not do anything else impulsively, or, take shortcuts or quick decisions, or make any fast moves or too quick ambitious plans. Allow it to fall into place. This is a time to relax. You also got the release and rest, right? This one is also for relaxation. Similar messages. So you need to relax. You need to relax, guys. This is time when Ganesha is telling you, chill out, meditate, ground yourself, sit on the swing, enjoy the nature, play with your children, play with pets, relax, cleanse the toxicity which you have built up from the past year. Let it go. Meditate a lot, ground a lot, pray a lot, practice spiritual practices, do yoga, whatever it is, run, whatever it is, relax. And because this relaxation is not empty relaxation, this will help you build up your reserves and get back to a place of being grounded, strong, ready in your energy, in your body, for the next steps, for the next round, for the right decisions, for the light to come in, for new things, new changes to happen, and to embrace them better. To let go of the worries and anxieties, and the capacity to love, right? So I feel because you also got a lot of swords card. The three of swords was for healing your heart. The first card you received, which was to do with emotional pain. You've held emotional pain or letting down, you know, emotional upsets, grief, anguish in some way, and this is capacity to love. And what did I tell you? That card was not meant to, you know, guide you to hold in your heart and to create barriers around your heart. It was meant to tell you to love right, to increase your capacity to connect with your heart, by letting go and healing what was not right and what was meant to be healed, so that you can love better and you can allow love which is right for you to flow in more powerfully. So this is again the capacity to heal, Ganesha's message. So allow capacity to love, allow that. Look at life through loving ways, no matter what hurts you might have gone. Allow your heart to heal, allow yourself to receive love and give love in a higher vibrational way. You know, do not resist love, do not hold back, do not allow your heart to harden up. Love is there. You know, forgive where you meant to forgive. Forgive yourself first of all. You can be hard, as I said right in the beginning of this reading, you guys can be hard on yourself, hard taskmasters. Please don't do that. Be easy on yourself, love yourself more, allow yourself to relax. Life is not meant to be a punishment. Do things which bring you joy, which make you feel loved, and spread that love around. As you heal yourself, but do not, you know, offer resistance to receiving love just because the past year has been hard on you. Love is coming to you, it is always around you. Allow it to come, and allow wisdom to come to you, to let you know which are the loving choices for you to make, and from where all directions love is flowing to you. Let go of the past things which didn't work. Love will come in new ways. So well guys, I hope on this end, this brings some hope to you, greater hope to you. We started out with some serious heavy cards seemingly, but they are not forever. Thankfully, none of them were major arcana cards, which means very strong lessons set in stone. So that is the good part. Whatever those events or heavy events or you know, challenging events, they are, if you change the effects of them still happening or some still to come. When you already know, when you've been forewarned, you can change your energy, you can already change your attitude, you can be more wise, and you can even prevent some of them from even happening or happening as strongly, or you can deal with them in better ways and allow them to, you know, be released more quickly. So that's the good thing about not getting major arcana cards. So that's good, and some of them would already be over and released. It's just the energy leftover residue that you're dealing with. Now you have this guidance, you will be able to deal with that better and heal and, you know, better and come out of it better and stronger. So this is some beautiful loving guidance from Ganesha. You got some beautiful guidance from your ancestors, and you got a beautiful guidance to connect with your higher self and with your guides and angels, to sit in meditation, connect with the cosmos at this time. So what more could we have asked for, guys? So for all the Capricorns out there, by the way, some of you do have beautiful smiles. I read that, and I've also noticed that sometimes. So I hope you open up your lips to smile a lot and show those beautiful teeth. 2021 is going to be better. Be determined. There is nothing which can bring you down unless you allow it to. Smile a lot. Outside and inside in your heart, you are loved, you are protected, you are safe, and you can absolutely do this. So guys, with that, I bring this reading to an end, and really hope at least some of you might have found the insight and clarity and optimism you needed at this point of time to get going. And I will be back again with another reading next month for the next zodiac coming up. And till then, take care and stay empowered in this year, and make sure to seek the light. Bye for now.